Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular K-pop opinions because Blackpink can't stand each other.
If you could say something to Janelle right now, what would it be?
That we miss you and we're looking for you. And Steffi P from biology is pregnant.
Oh my god, yeah.
Let's start with the Rosie versus Common Sense trial, where the charges are, she mentioned Bruno Mars and apparently that's enough for the internet to start yelling obsessed X energy. Desperate. Using his name, like she summoned him in a freaking Ouija board. All she did was what literally every artist does when doing promo. Answer a question about the process of working with a collaborator, not her therapist, not her psychic, not a press-thirsty groupie, just an upcoming Grammy nominee answering a freaking
I'm
Vogue
so
Q&A
over
with
this
a tiny
conversation.
anecdote about tension
Yeah,
before the APT
stupid.
shoot. That's the whole scoop. And somehow that bloomed into Rosie is clawing at Bruno's fame for attention? No babe, she's talking about a song that has both of their names on it. You think she said we had a fight because she wanted headlines? Or because she's not a plastic doll and artists experience friction when making art? Y'all don't care about desperation. Y'all care about twisting anything a woman says into a smear campaign. Because had Bruno said the same thing? Male genius all stranded. What? And still and trying to that's being a reaction junkie, and then we slide into the Blackpink Friendship Tribunal. Currently trying to prosecute Jisoo is more loved by Zayn Malik than her own members. Oh please. This is like watching people analyze Instagram stories like their court filings. Jisoo and Zayn drop eyes closed on October 10th, and
Nah, people do have a point with this. I disagree with her.
Wait, what point?
Well, remember that the girls don't shout her out, don't retweet her, don't repost her. I think people do have a point. I don't see why you would not want
It's low
to.
effort, honestly.
Yeah, this is such a low effort to click repost for your friend. This is the least you can do. Uh,
Especially if everyone's
no.
asking for it.
Yeah, I'm.
So what, they do it on purpose? I'm not giving it to you on purpose, out of spite, out of
Yeah, I
principle.
don't. This is. To me, this is just wild that they don't do that.
Zayn promotes it. Big shocker, he's on the freaking track. You're surprised he posted about it? Should he have ghosted the campaign for giggles? No, he did what any normal collaborator.
Okay, question. So, do Harry Styles repost Zayn's new song?
They're not actively together in a group.
Okay. Does Beyonce shout out every time Kelly Rowland does a project? Or
But they're not actively together in the group.
Okay.
The good comparison, as I can tell you, like in basketball, LeBron always would retweet whatever like accomplishments of his teammates.
The thing to me is just a
That's
low
simple.
effort. Like,
Yes, it's a low effort.
it shouldn't
It's
even
not-
matter if they're still active together or not.
It's-
It's if they actually like care that they were once like colleagues.
Exactly. Like, is that your friend or no? Because if it's your friend, you would do that. Is that
You would
simple.
definitely do it if it was your boss's birthday. You would like his post, his social media posts, if you guys are friends on social media.
What are you referring to?
Like if your boss was to
Specifically,
post,
why are you bringing this up? What happened?
because in general, this is saying engagement in social networks.
Oh,
Like, what is the behavior? What is the protocol? What is like the things to do? Like, I remember back in the day on Facebook, every time I see someone's birthday notification is there, I send a happy birthday. I
Back
will
in the day, that was the
especially
thing, yeah.
will make sure to do so if you also say to me happy birthday. So it goes both ways. Because it kind of sucks if you say happy birthday to someone and they never say a happy
so
birthday.
you're
to
saying,
you.
okay, when Lisa dropped solo, when Jenny dropped solo, Jisoo didn't retweet, so now they're like,
Probably,
oh, that's what I'm
same energy. Okay,
I
so we're not
guess.
on reposting terms, because I feel like whatever they have as a friendship is what they give each other, and if they're happy with it, good for them.
I don't know. I mean, I
It's
guess.
just I couldn't have
yeah,
a friend like that. Like if
to
we've
me,
been,
this is.
if I celebrate you, I would also hope you celebrate me. Would I naturally be first to celebrate you? Yeah, because I'm not a hater. But if you don't celebrate me back, I will notice. Be like, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's the only way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Does, posted a thirst trap carousel, called her a legend, got the engagement bag and bounced. Meanwhile Rosie, Jenny and Lisa didn't instantly post congrats queen with flower emojis. So now it's Blackpink aren't real friends anymore and they're jealous. Y'all, grow up. They all run separate companies now. They have different PR teams, schedules, management contracts,
Girl,
literally different global
nobody is
distributors. They
that
probably have to
busy.
submit a request form in triplicate just
Nobody
to post a
is
group pic.
that
You're using
busy.
social media silence as courtroom evidence that they hate each other. Newsflash. Posting ain't friendship, texting, calling.
This
don't-
is again low effort.
I
Low
don't
effort.
think hate each other is the conclusion, but it's definitely just doesn't.
There's a rivalry. I mean,
It just
they low key maybe don't like that. One is leading
just
more, making more
leaves a
money.
bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. It just.
Sending memes at 2 a.m. FaceTiming from different continents, all real things that happen offline, just because they don't. Type congrats bestie in public doesn't mean they're feuding behind the scenes like it's Real Housewives of YG. Let's not pretend the internet isn't addicted to this no one supports her narrative. Because it gives you a storyline, a villain, a victim, a reason to engage. But guess what? You're not defending Jisoo, you're not defending Rosie, you're just feeding drama machines with free emotional labor and calling it stan behavior. Oh, and by the way, since we're apparently handing out public affirmations to prove friendship, congrats to my bestie Patricia for breathing today. You are the light of my feed, the rhythm in my notifications, the reason my Wi-Fi bill is paid. If I don't tweet that, do I even love you?
Come together and enjoy strikes, snacks, and endless laughs with your crew.
The
Get ready to bowl a
difference is
perfect
with
game.
Patricia
No.
example and this is not something random. This is like a big deal. How often do you drop a song like a single? Like, yeah, what she's describing is this a random tweet? Oh, I like you, I love you, whatever. No, that is not what we're talking about. This is like a big deal. Like, she dropped a whole single featuring Zayn. Like, that's a big deal. Like, why? Like, to me, it's just like, why not? And I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of people in the comments saying, "Oh, it's not a big deal," but it is though. Like, why is that so hard for you to retweet for your friend to give them extra visibility? Because as I said last time, all of them have more followers than Jisoo.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard?
The rules say I must do 3 posts per milestone or I get arrested by the
unless you have
fandom
to
police.
pay for the
3.
post.
Let's get into the Soyeon and Yusul plagiarism drama. Because
Okay, she is covering it. A little late, but
Really
Okay.
late, especially since this is from Idol and Esol.
okay. But she is covering it, so I'm glad.
that damnedity MV became a copyright crime scene in motion, complete with delusional stans playing CSI in the wrong freaking direction. So, August 10th rolls around. DJ and producer RT drops the damnedity MV featuring Soyeon.
August 10th? Why are we only hearing about it now?
We just heard about
Or is it October 10th? Maybe she misspoke.
2 months pass. Then the internet
No, August 10th.
notices deja vu all over the frame around October 11th.
When did
Because
Esol
French
drop
singer
the post though?
Maybe Isolt only found out about it in October.
Oh, probably.
Yusul comes in swinging receipts, posting a side-by-side comparison with her 2024 MVBU. Could never, and let me tell you, it's not inspired. We're talking frame-by-frame theft here. Same office hallway strut, same toppling bookshelf, same pull the boss's tie shot like they used her MV as a storyboard template and didn't even bother to change the font. And Yusul didn't just call it out casually, she called it what it is. Yet another example of black artistry being mined for its aesthetic, stripped of its context and repackaged minus the black creator. She didn't mince words. Either, this was vampiric extraction, not a wink-wink homage. And honestly, she's not wrong, because at this point, the pattern is so loud you could auto-tune it. Cue the October 13th flop apology from director Hong Min-ho, who, shock of all shocks, admits he was inspired and says the similarities were too close for comfort. He throws himself under the bus to protect Soyeon and RT, saying they weren't involved in the visual choices, which, fine, that's how production works. The director signs the look, not the feature artist. He took the shot, so he's taking the fall. Cool. Case closed, right? Wrong. Because then G Idol stands rolled in like a stampede of blind sheep screaming, apologize to Soyeon. Light girl, Yusul didn't accuse Soyeon of plagiarizing. She tagged her because she's in the freaking video. And let's be real. Tagging the most visible person in a piece of stolen work isn't some crime against humanity, especially when her name is what's driving the MV clicks. Did Yusul aim too low?
Right.
Sure. Should she have tagged the director, production team, label? Absolutely. But let's not act like she tagged a barista. Soyeon is the face of the video. Visibility comes with association. And yet, the timeline decided dragging a black woman for pointing at her own stolen work was somehow the priority. People were calling Yusul Nugu, attention-seeking, fat, irrelevant and jealous, the usual.
What?
Nugu. I mean, she's Nugu. She's not exactly relevant, but that doesn't change
What is
anything.
Nubu?
I think Nugu, like in K-pop, is like a small label. So she's like a small label, right? That's not, I don't even know how that's an insult. That's a fact, more so than an insult. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Racist and misogyn-war-coded greatest hits, like she didn't literally perform solo at the Olympics closing ceremony and models for luxury brands. She doesn't need crumbs from Soyeon's plate. This woman is the industry in France. Y'all just hadn't heard of her because your cultural literacy ends at M Countdown.
She was
But
in
let's
the Olympics.
Now, yeah, she is Nugu, but having said that, she is bigger than Soyeon, though.
She was in the Olympics.
She was in the Olympics. She would perform here in the States on TV. She's bigger
She
than
has a
Soyeon.
collab with Sid Lisa.
Alibi, right? She's bigger than Soyeon.
Crazy.
Yeah.
talk about the actual plagiarism for a
She
second.
was on,
Because
Yeah,
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Kimmel.
That's what I saw on TV here in the States. Yeah.
The director calling it inspiration is comedy gold. Inspiration is a mood board, a vibe, a hint of style. Copying the exact setups, camera angles, props and blocking? That's not inspiration, that's theft with a lighting budget. If I steal your outfit, your walk, and your house and then say I was inspired, what am I really doing besides robbing you in heels? The director admitting the scenes were directly similar is the entire case right there. This isn't up for interpretation anymore. If the man behind the camera says, yeah, I copied, then you're not defending art, you're defending plagiarism. The only actual fix? Credit, compensation and either pull or re-edit the MV. Anything less is middle finger to Yuselt.
But what we felt like was that Soyeon got a hold and said, hey, you need to resolve this. People are pulling my name, get my name out of the conversation.
I think so. I think that's what happened.
Trying to rebrand this as a misunderstanding can log off. Y'all don't care about facts. You care about idle
That is not a misunderstanding. That is straight up plagiarism.
PR bubbles. Saying she's using Soyeon for clout when Soyeon herself is not even the one responsible for the plagiarism is so lazy it's offensive. And again, the receipts are right there. Screen grabs don't lie.
And she has more clout than Soyeon, so why does she need Soyeon?
If any other K-pop company had a non-Korean artist replicate an iconic Soyeon MV beat for beat, y'all would burn them at the stake before the render exported. But because it's reversed, you're defending the copier and torching the copied. That's gaslighting. And the racism plus fat phobia angle? Y'all are telling on yourselves, loudly. And to the Soyeon defense squad, you can love your fave and still say, hey, her team fumbled this. That's called being a mature human. What you don't do is weaponize your fave's name to silence the victim of stolen work. Yuselt's call-out wasn't perfect, but it was necessary. She pointed out theft, she showed receipts, and the man responsible confessed. That should have been the end, but instead it turned into yet another Stan War dumpster fire where artistic and
I think the end would have been if he said, okay, I will compensate her. He never said that. He's just like, yeah, I copied. So, to me, that's not the end. She's gonna sue. Well, she should sue. Because he admitted to it, but he's like, I didn't see nothing about no compensation. She needs to be compensated for this.
integrity took a backseat to delusional loyalty and fandom nationalism. Honestly, y'all care more about image than ethics, and it shows. Final word? This whole debacle isn't about Soyeon being evil or Yuselt being messy. It's about a music video that stole visuals, got caught, admitted it, and instead of fixing the problem, the fans tried to erase the woman who dared to speak. Do better, y'all. 4. Oh Meow, you precious chaotic promise of a girl group. Trapped in Teddy Park's never-ending loop of copy-paste hope for virality. Let's talk about burning up. First off, production. If Hands Up was Teddy dusting off his 2015 hard drive and slapping girl group on a 2-1 beat, Burning Up feels like he hit shuffle on his leftovers folder and said, meh, close enough, the beat's technically fine, but that's the problem. It's just fine, the pulse is there, the elements are there, but it's giving template, not anthem. You can hear the attempt to recapture Hands Up's momentum, same tempo, same layered shanty structure, same post-chorus EDM light explosion, but none of the spontaneity. It's a factory reset version of hype. And the melody? Girl, what melody? The verses are almost allergic to tunefulness, spoken word rhythm vomit layered over a loop. It's giving TikTok audio that never finishes, not an actual pop song. The pre-chorus finally throws us a bone with something vaguely melodic. Thank you, Anna. But the chorus immediately yanks us back into that monotone got me burning chants like we're stuck in an AI-generated Zara Larsson bootleg. Like, if I wanted to hear a charisma vacuum over a 4-on-the-floor beat, I'd go to Spotify's algorithmic Bad Bee workout playlist. Where's the drama? Where's the melodic climax? Where's the part of the song that burns? And this wouldn't sting as much if Meow didn't have the range. These girls are stacked. Serving I don't even have to move. I just blink and you stand face in every frame. This group has visual power, technical skill, stage presence and actual potential to dominate the 5th-gen circus. Also, I've dragged Meow's teasers before. Let's not pretend I haven't clocked them for being about as exciting as flipping through a Zara catalog. Sterile lighting, dead-eyed poses, and the same moody but pretty framing that could belong to any girl group with access to a fog machine and a high-end foundation stick. But the recent pixel art teaser set actually caught my...
Well, not this, but the song. We're talking about the...
You like Burning Up?
Yeah.
Wow, to me it was mid.
It's not revolutionary or gag-worthy, but it's cute. There's been some back and forth online about whether it's AI generated or not,
To
which
me,
is
they're
honestly
consistent in terms of like, okay, they can sing, they can dance, they give a performance.
Yeah, but after Hands Up to come out with Burning Up is kind of disappointing for me.
valid because at this point AI can make Mona Lisa twerk in 16K, but I'm leaning hard toward this being human-made. Why? Because AI can barely keep a consistent art style within one image, let alone across an entire teaser set with multiple variations. That pixel game console concept? Different colors, but identical structure. That's something an actual artist knocks out in one sitting, while AI would hallucinate 6 buttons on one and a random squid tentacle on the next. Plus, nothing looks cursed, no wonky shadows, no melted limbs. But who knows, maybe an AI assisted somewhere in the process while a human cleaned it up. Speaking of teasers, Lesser Atham spaghetti pics? We're being force-fed marinara-drenched camp with a side of electroshock whiplash and I'm living, dying and reincarnating in a plastic colander. They didn't just commit to the bit, they got it tattooed behind their ear. Spaghetti is not a theme, it's a lifestyle now. They said crazy wasn't crazy enough? Hold my plate. This looks like if Mario Kart got banned in Italy for being too erotic. Chaewon's flaming orange fried ramen hair? Iconic, fried beyond belief, like she dipped her extensions in a toaster oven and said this is couture. Yunjin's makeup? Unrecognizable in the best way. Like who is she? Who is that diva? That's not an idol, that's a boss in the final level of Bratz Rock Angels. Sakura's Bob? I gasped, I screamed. I filed a cease and desist against the stylist and then retracted it because it slayed me. What's your name? Bob? So they call me Bob. Nicki Minaj would sue if she had the range. And the editing? Baby, every frame looks like it was photoshopped by a sugar high raccoon with ADHD and a Red Bull sponsorship. Sparks flying, noodles flinging, flames licking their ankles while they serve face like it's a Michelin star photoshoot. This is post-ironic K-pop. This is punk marinara maximalism. This is if the Powerpuff Girls shot a vodka commercial in Naples. And it does feel like a spiritual sequel to the crazy concept. Same creative team. Same deranged energy, but this time with less electricity and more carbs. They doubled down on the absurdity. Crazy walked so spaghetti could start a food fight in the Vatican. Meanwhile's Dinary Heroes got a bit too hot with their comeback teasers. Because what are we selling exactly? Virginity pledges dipped in cherry juice? They dropped the thirstiest, most softcore but make it artsy teaser rollout of the year and I am clutching my pearls, my ankles and my holy water. We've got boys biting into peaches.
It's funny when they make fun of these shoots.
Suckling on cherries, gripping grapes, literally making love to the camera. How dare you?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Extraordinary Heroes, but let's start a film. I don't really care for the teaser. I'm gonna see what the music gives. The teasers, well, it's all about the music to me, so they can tease whatever they want. If the music is good, it's good. If music sucks, then no, the teasers is whatever.
Okay, guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And Zoys, share as much kindness as possible.